Afternoon, everyone. Kia ora and hello. I hope everyone's well today. Just like to say to everyone, thank you very much for the support on the last post we put up. That's really great to see all that positive want towards willingness towards unity of the people, and that clearly states to me is that it isn't the people that don't want the segregation. It is. It isn't the people that don't want unity. It is because the system makes it that way. The system also is the foundations of our government. It's not the government itself. It's the system that is behind the government, underneath the government. Behind the veil, there is the system, and it's archaic. It's defunct, and it's called the Western system. The whole Western world is built on it. The best thing we can do is actually get rid of the whole thing, that Western world system, and create our own one based on unity of the people and about the people, about the environment, about the flora and fauna of the land and seas, sustainability. Now we were talking about the three waters last time. This time it's more about how everyone is in the positions they're in and why the thought process is like that. So we'll start at the top. So politicians, young, ambitious, want to do good things and change the world, get into parliament, and all of a sudden you got to sacrifice this thing you wanted to do to get this other thing you wanted to do done. So by the time you get to a respectable position, a politician has really lost half of their motive for what they wanted to do, their spirit for what they wanted to do, their good intention. And that's what the system is built to do. So in saying that, what I'm saying there is really, it's not our politicians that we need to blame for how things are. It is the system that is the foundations of the government, the Western system. So it's all over the place. It's in Britain, it's in America, it's in Canada's making a move out of it, which is great. But really, I personally believe that being an independent country is a good move for us right now. But as for that's the politicians' point of view from me, and for Māori, this Colonial War has not stopped. It's been going on since the Treaty of Waitangi and before, and really the treaty settlements have been just coming slowly and slowly, because that's how the system keeps segregation alive and kicking between the people. It's not the people themselves, and it's easy not to even realise it, but the longer they can drag it out, the more they can actually hold on to the make people resent each other. For Māoris, it's like, this is our land, you ain't bloody giving it back, bloody white people will get this, white people get that. But it's not the fact, because, as a Māori, I'm a Māori businessman, I'm a Māori European businessman, Israeli as well. But I have, international business and local business as well, we have. And we've benefited from special preference funding, which has come from the government, which we appreciate, and we're not against that. But however, what I'm saying is that we're against special preference funding. But what we want to see is that opportunity to be coming to anyone. So it shouldn't be based on culture. It should really be based on what your proposal is for your business and whatever your proposal is for your community service, and that's how it's rated. It's not based on special preference as far as culture is concerned. That's what we want. That's the way to unity. And really, so as Māori, we feel like we've been hard done by, and I've been a mad advocate, just like a one-man army sort of thing again. We want our land back from the Crown, and it's at the end of the day, I've come to realise lately over the last few months is that that's actually what keeps the current system flowing, is that anger and that frustration. So, you know, I've pulled back from that and had a good think about things. And we really need to be just coming together and united as one. Yeah, wherever we can, leaving things behind, you know, just getting on with life. Just allowing that, you know, we all have the same opportunities. At the moment, Māori have a much better opportunity than Pakeha. And I guess the reason why Pakeha, you might say, have bigger businesses than we do is perhaps based on this system has special preference. It's not the people themselves. We all want to have $1 million as business. You know, we all want to, you know, have a bit of cash. But, you know, the system has special preferences, and it gives donations and grants and such to Māori, and then it gives contracts and stuff to Pakeha. Now, either way, you know, if someone's going to give me a big contract, yep, I'm going to take it. If someone's going to give me a grant, yep, I'm going to take it. However, we need to be making it fair where it is contracts, you know, government contracts are given to anyone regardless of race, as long as they can do the job properly. For grants, as long as they've got a good proposal. That's really what it's about. So, you know, Māori, we've got a grudge on our shoulder about, you know, colonialism, and Pakeha colonial descendants have got a grudge on their shoulder about, you know, special privilege. And they're both fair points of view. So we need to get over that and realise that this is actually the system that is doing this, not the people. We are just slaves to the system, to be honest. What we need to do is, yeah, we need to break the system down. Not the politicians. The politicians are fine. We need to get together, all of us as Kiwis, and that's minorities too. We're talking about, you know, our minority people, Asians. You know, they make up quite a amount of our population. You know, they need to be respected as well. You know, they own a lot of land here, so, you know, and, you know, if they live here, man, it is what it is at the moment, so let's leave that as it is and just welcome everyone and who lives here as a Kiwi. But when it comes to things such as, you know, selling off our assets to international entities, that's a big no-no to me. We have got proposals for iwi, local council, and, you know, it's going to benefit the government because the government takes tax. That is going to be worth far more than what the Three Waters is going to be worth. Because I can assure everyone of this, is that the Three Waters, even though the iwi and the council are going to have a share in it, they're going to be nationalised, and the council, but the government will have the majority say. Not the government, the system. The system will have the majority say, and it will go the way that it wants it to go because it's been pre-planned already. And what it will do is it will make sure that the waters run at a profit. You know, and it might sound good, but we have a better proposal, far better, and far more wholesome. And, you know, it's for the world actually. We're building infrastructure that the world will want. And it's going to assist with farmers, with runoff on their farms. It's going to minimise the amount of machinery they need. It's going to provide opportunity for nations around the world to have fresh water. And it's all going to, a lot of it, we're going to do it here in New Zealand. You know, it'll be a nationwide united entities. And, you know, well, there's going to be so many components that need to be made at different places. It's going to be really awesome. So those conversations need to be had with iwi and with councils in detail. But it is for the people. You know, it's going to provide jobs, and it's going to provide good sustainable lifestyle for us all. Yes, so that's really what I want to say at the moment. But this afternoon at 6 p.m. we will be having a live stream. The live stream is really based on if anyone wants to ask questions, because I believe it is time that, you know, I just want to directly answer questions, and it may go for an hour or 2 hours. That's fine by me. I really just want to give people an opportunity to hit me with questions, and I'll answer them directly immediately at that point. I'd also like to say that, you know, I've got no interest in being a politician. I've got no personal interest in the agendas that will help the iwi and the regional councils to consider not going for the three waters. It's all for the people. I have my own business, which is pretty awesome anyway. So I'm quite happy with what I've got. Really, if anyone knows Tim Shabbat out there, I believe he needs a hand, and if he needs a sword to stand by him down there, I'm happy to go down and spend some time with him. So if anyone's got Tim's details and can get in touch with him, please do. I'd be really, really appreciative to support him, because he is a key man for this whole thing. He is the mayor of Pakeha, which is a very important seat to have, and because of the three waters, that's why he's being pushed out, because he is a people's mayor. He always has been, always will be, and we need him to get this done. So in saying that, love to all, brothers and sisters. That's what we are. We're all brothers and sisters. I'm colourblind naturally. I'm colourblind spiritually. So it's a great way to live life. I went down the shop. I go down the shop and I call my Chinese dairy owner brother. And it doesn't feel weird to me. I love it. I'm at peace. So people, any queries? So 6 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be on live. Feel free to jump on, and we'll have I'll be answering questions, but just please make the questions sort of come through one at one. I'll do what I can. I'll do my best anyway. Okay, ka kite everyone. And if you do have questions, feel free to post them on this post. Comment on this post with your questions, and I'll answer them on the later on. But really, what I would like to do is for people to ask me quick fire questions, and I'll answer them, just so that people understand that this is not all pre-planned. It's off the cuff, and this is the first shoot of this that I'm doing now. Okay, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day, and we've got 2 more days of lockdown, so we'll be making the most of it. Okay, adios everyone, ka kite and goodbye.